When the glass shatters at 3 a.m. and the world outside turns hostile, the absolute metric of your security is not a complex electronic gadget or a high-priced safe queen. It comes down to a time-tested ballistic reality that American homeowners have relied on for generations to secure their perimeter. Today, we are diving deep into the definitive countdown of the absolute best home defense shotguns on the market that stay strictly under a budget of $600. We have filtered out the low-tier tactical gimmicks and unproven imports to bring you tools that deliver raw, unyielding performance when your adrenaline is spiking. Every entry on this list brings critical mechanical advantages to the table, but our selection for the #1 spot might completely surprise you based on its sheer value and combat-proven lineage. Make sure you are locked in for the ride as we break down these life-saving platforms. Number 5. Mossberg Maverick 88 Security. Starting off our countdown at a highly competitive price point that consistently hovers between $200 and $260 is the legendary Mossberg Maverick 88 Security. This firearm is widely recognized across the industry as the blue-collar benchmark for budget-focused self-defense. While many cut-rate manufacturers drop their prices by using substandard metals or skipping critical quality control inspections, Mossberg took a completely different approach. They manufacture this platform in Eagle Pass, Texas, utilizing the exact same internal mechanical geometry, bolt locks, and lifter mechanisms found on their premium long-standing platforms. To achieve this incredible value, they simply streamlined the cosmetics and simplified the external interfaces without sacrificing an ounce of defensive capability. From an engineering perspective, the Maverick 88 features a standard 18.5-inch or a 20-inch cylinder bore barrel paired with a highly durable aluminum alloy receiver. The 20-inch barrel variant is an absolute powerhouse for home defense, offering a massive 7+1 capacity of 12-gauge shell capability straight out of the box. The entire system is built around dual action bars that physically connect the fore-end to the bolt carrier assembly. This dual bar setup is critical because it prevents the polymer pump handle from twisting, binding, or jamming when you cycle the action with maximum physical force in the middle of an emergency. The ergonomics are utilitarian, lightweight, and highly maneuverable through narrow household hallways. Weighing in at just under 7 pounds unloaded, the shotgun balances beautifully between the hands and points naturally toward the target. The primary structural change on this budget model is the omission of the top tang safety button. Instead, Mossberg utilizes a traditional cross-bolt safety wedge located at the front of the trigger guard. This requires your trigger finger to press the button cleanly before staging your shot, a configuration that is easy to master with regular dry-fire manipulation drills. The action feels smooth, positive, and remarkably robust for a weapon at this price bracket. The trigger breaks cleanly at roughly 6 pounds of pressure with a predictable mechanical reset. Spent hulls are extracted violently by twin dual extractors that bite onto the brass rim, ensuring that dirty or swelled low-brass target hulls never get stuck inside the chamber. The verdict for the Maverick 88 Security is simple. It is a completely proven, American-assembled workhorse that delivers unconditional combat reliability at a price point that virtually any citizen can afford. Number 4. Winchester SXP Defender. Moving up the ranks to our next spot, we find the Winchester SXP Defender, which hits the market at a highly competitive price bracket between $300 and $380. This firearm is a modern, high-tech evolution of the classic Winchester Model 1300 speed pump platform. If you are a defensive shooter who worries about the slow manual cycle rate of a traditional pump-action shotgun compared to an expensive gas-operated semi-automatic, the SXP engineering completely eliminates that concern. It uses specialized physics to create the fastest manual slide stroke in the world. The core engineering of the SXP centers around a brilliant 4-lug rotary bolt design and an inertia-assisted cycling mechanism. When a standard pump shotgun is fired, the backward force of the expanding gunpowder gases is absorbed entirely by the locked receiver walls. On the Winchester SXP, the instant the firing pin strikes the primer, the rotary bolt unlocks from the barrel extension, and the physical recoil impulse actively drives the entire slide assembly rearward. The gun literally assists you in throwing the pump handle back, performing half of the physical work required to cycle the action. Ergonomically, the SXP Defender features a sleek, minimalist profile wrapped in a durable matte black synthetic stock and fore-end. It scales in at roughly 6.5 pounds, making it highly responsive and comfortable to hold for extended periods during a home barricade scenario. The barrel is 18.5 inches long and features a fully chrome-lined chamber and bore. This premium chrome plating is a massive advantage for home defense tools because it resists pitting, scaling, and corrosion from moisture or neglected maintenance, ensuring smooth chambering over years of storage. The action of the SXP is incredibly slick, feeling like it is running on ball bearings straight out of the box. The trigger mechanism is a self-contained drop-in unit that provides a crisp, clean break with very little over-travel. The primary layout compromise is the cross-bolt safety button, which Winchester positioned at the very front of the guard face. This requires a long, deliberate reach with your trigger finger to disengage, which demands consistent training to build proper muscle memory. The verdict for the Winchester SXP Defender is clear. It is the undisputed king of manual follow-up speed, giving you semi-automatic split times with the absolute reliability of a pump action. Number 3. Mossberg 500 Tactical. Taking the third position on our list is the gold standard of balanced value. The Mossberg 500 Tactical, commanding a retail price point between $350 and $450. The 500 platform is the single best-selling pump-action shotgun in American history, with over 10 million units produced across its legendary production run. Along with its heavy-duty military sibling, it is one of the only pump-action platforms to ever conquer the United States military's full endurance and torture testing protocols, proving its design is fundamentally indestructible. Mechanically, the 500 Tactical uses a lightweight, hard-anodized aluminum alloy receiver that keeps the overall weight of the firearm right at 6.5 pounds. This weight distribution makes the gun exceptionally agile and easy to swing, which is highly beneficial for smaller-statured shooters or family members who find heavy steel combat guns clumsy to manage under stress. The internal engineering utilizes a rock-solid lockup where a steel bolt lug engages a steel barrel extension hole, completely isolating the explosive pressures of the 12-gauge cartridge from the aluminum receiver walls. The ergonomics of this platform are widely considered the best in the industry due to the placement of the manual controls. The 500 features Mossberg's signature top-tang safety slider located right on the back spine of the receiver. This layout is completely ambidextrous and allows your thumb to naturally slide the weapon from safe to fire while maintaining a full master grip and a perfect cheek weld on the stock. You never have to fumble inside the guard or take your eyes off a potential threat to verify the status of your weapon system. The action runs beautifully on dual steel action bars, completely eliminating the risk of binding or twisting when the pump is pulled hard from an off-angle position. The trigger breaks predictably at roughly 5.5 pounds with a positive tactile click upon reset. The tubular magazine holds 5+1 rounds of standard defensive ammunition, and because this is the most popular shotgun platform in America, the aftermarket modification support is completely endless. The verdict for the Mossberg 500 Tactical is absolute. It represents the perfect crossroads of military-grade heritage, superior ambidextrous ergonomics, and modular customization for the modern homeowner. Number 2. Remington 870 Tactical. Stepping into the number 2 spot is the historic all-steel rival to the Mossberg ecosystem, the Remington 870 Tactical, typically found on dealer shelves between $450 and $500. Originally introduced to the public in 1950, the 870 platform has served on the front lines of hundreds of law enforcement agencies, police departments, and tactical teams across the country for over 7 decades. It is a design forged in the crucible of real combat duty. The defining engineering characteristic that sets the Remington 870 apart from its competition is its heavy-duty structural composition. The receiver of the 870 is machined from a single solid block of high-strength ordnance steel. This gives the firearm an incredibly robust, professional, and dense feeling when you bring it up to your shoulder. The entire package scales in at roughly 7.5 pounds unloaded. While some modern users prefer lightweight alloys, this all-steel mass is a massive physical advantage when managing the violent recoil of high-velocity 12-gauge defensive double-aught buckshot loads. The extra weight of the steel frame acts as a natural stabilizer, soaking up kinetic energy before it punches into your shoulder socket. Ergonomically, the 870 Tactical features a classic fixed synthetic stock layout with a short, rapid-handling 18.5-inch barrel. This tactical variant ships straight from the factory with an extended magazine tube, giving you a 6+1 whole-look capacity right on tap. The internal mechanical architecture utilizes ultra-smooth action bars that provide Remington's famous glass-smooth slide stroke. The gun cycles with a distinct, authoritative mechanical resonance that instantly communicates positive lockup. The trigger system on the 870 is crisp and clean, breaking right around 4.5 pounds with zero perceptible creep, making it one of the best factory triggers on the market. The manual safety is a traditional crossbolt button located directly behind the trigger guard loop, which is highly intuitive for anyone raised on classic American long guns. You must maintain a diligent exterior lubrication schedule to protect the steel finish from developing surface rust in humid environments, but that is a small price to pay for this level of structural integrity. The verdict for the Remington 870 Tactical is definitive. It is a rock-solid all-steel combat masterpiece built for shooters who value raw physical strength and generational durability over modern weight reduction. Number 1. Mossberg 590A1. Sitting proudly at the pinnacle of our countdown as the absolute best home defense shotgun under $600 is the Mossberg 590A1. Creeping right up to the absolute edge of our budget at $550 to $600 depending on configurations, this is not a civilian hunting gun modified for home defense. The 590A1 is a pure, unadulterated combat shotgun built to the exact specifications of the United States military for deployment in the harshest environments on Earth. It is the only pump-action shotgun to pass the brutal military specification 3443G endurance protocol, which requires the weapon to survive thousands of high-pressure rounds without a single structural failure. The core engineering of the 590A1 is completely overbuilt compared to any other shotgun on this list. First, look at the barrel profile. It features a massive, heavy-walled barrel that is significantly thicker than standard civilian barrels. This extra steel ensures the barrel will never bend or deform if it is violently slammed into steel doors or brick walls during a close-quarters struggle, and it adds substantial front-end weight that naturally tames muzzle flip. Second, the magazine tube features a clean-out cap design, allowing you to easily strip, clean, and maintain the spring system if it gets packed with dirt or mud in a worst-case scenario. From an ergonomic standpoint, Mossberg completely eliminated all polymer failure points on this model to meet military requirements. The standard polymer trigger guard assembly and the plastic manual safety slider have been completely replaced with heavy-duty machined metal components. This guarantees that the critical control interfaces will never crack or shatter if the gun drops hard onto concrete. It retains the legendary top-tang ambidextrous safety switch on the back spine of the receiver, allowing for immediate thumb manipulation without breaking your shooting grip or losing your sight alignment on a target in the dark. The action of the 590A1 is incredibly smooth yet tightly locked, running on dual action bars with an anti-jam lifter mechanism that prevents shells from turning sideways inside the receiver during fast cycling. The trigger breaks cleanly at a crisp 5 pounds, allowing for precise, rapid follow-up shots. With an 8+1 capacity tube and a heavy-duty parkerized finish that completely shrugs off sweat, moisture, and neglect, this gun is a tool of pure function. The verdict for the Mossberg 590A1 is undeniable. It is the ultimate, overbuilt, battle-proven defensive shotgun available under $600, offering military specification combat security straight to the American homeowner. Navigating the massive world of defensive shotguns can be a daunting task, but as we have seen through this comprehensive breakdown, a budget of $600 is the absolute sweet spot to secure top-tier, life-saving reliability. From the ultra-affordable utility of the Maverick 88 to the heavy-walled military-proven dominance of the 590A1, these platforms represent the absolute pinnacle of defensive craftsmanship and ballistic engineering. They prove that you do not need to drop thousands of dollars on custom competition guns to get a tool that will safely and effectively protect the people you love when the seconds won't count. But remember, buying the gun is only the first step in your home defense plan. If you want this tool to perform when the room goes dark, you need to match it with a high-output weapon light to positively identify threats, and you must invest your remaining budget into real trigger time to master the mechanics of your slide stroke. If this unfiltered mechanical breakdown helped you choose your next home defense asset, do me a massive favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more raw tactical talk, and click that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment below and let me know exactly which of these 512 gauge shotguns is riding shotgun on your nightstand tonight. Stay safe, train hard, and I will see you on the next one.